You see Doug Ryan down there, your flagman. He has got a special flag down there presented to Bakersfield Speedway from Moxie Media Promotions. We actually went through and had that autographed by all the big names here at the Budweiser Nationals. We're going to auction that off later on. The proceeds going to Racing for Ronald, the charity that the Schweitzer family works with. First qualifier of the night in our late model division in the number 74. This is Dennis Souza. Souza didn't look too bad here on night number 1. Actually ran about mid-pack, started figuring things out. Definitely got faster as the main event went on. He's to take the white flag this time around. Lap number 1. He'll stop the clocks at a 17.280, 17.280. Interesting line through turns 1 and 2 for Souza. Run that middle groove.
Yeah, he's looking for something grippy, hoping that since nobody was running down there too much at the pro stocks, maybe the cold air and some of that moisture might come back in there for
17.412, 17.412, second qualifier on the track. Is this Chet Reeves driving the car tonight?
It is.
Chet Reeves. Oh, hang on, Reeves. Chet Reeves going to loop it out down there in turn 2.
See if he can get that fired up once again. Because he hasn't taken the green flag yet.
We were in the 13s last night in qualifying. Our first qualifying lap was a 17.280 was the fast time. So we're talking over 4 seconds of time.
Oh, he's
Chet Reeves struggling with the setup on the 57. That race car very loose on entry. Loops it out again down there. In turn 4, looks like he may call it. He'll make his way off the racetrack. We'll check the backstretch and wait for the next car to come on. And that'll be the number 3 of Anthony Pombo. Pombo will use the throttle out of turn 4, take the green flag from Doug Ryan. Talk about a race car that stands out.
Oh, yeah, that bright purple with that royal blue looks beautiful.
We saw Pombo pulling.
Hey, yo.
Pombo loses it down there in turns 3 and 4. Now, turn 3 last night was a snake bite for everybody. We saw Joey Tanner come out on lap number 1 and all but destroy his car. Those guys worked till 4 o'clock this morning to get the car fixed. We will see the 111 back on the track and qualifying. Impressive that they got that car fixed after what happened to that thing last night.
Pombo off on with one official lap for him was 30978.
And in the number 12, the Bartels Harley-Davidson ride. This is Ron Bartels in the 12. When I say that, am I correct? Ron Bartels.
No, it's Nick tonight.
Nick's in the 12. Okay. We're going to see Nick in the 12, and we're going to see Bill in the 27.
Yep.
Okay.
Traditionally, you see 12, 27, and 77.
Lap number 1, Nick Bartels, 15.441, 15.441. Not a bad opening lap for the 12 of Bartels.
Not at all.
See if he can pick it up a little bit here on the second lap. Working that high side, right rear, way up in that cushion. He'll stop the clock on lap number 2. 15.283, 15.283. A new fast time of the night. Next qualifier out of Corbett, Oregon. And is a Masters built chassis sponsored by Swear Trucking. Discount race car parts. The young man they call Superman, that's Colin Weinbarger. We spoke with Colin down in the pit area earlier today. He says, yeah, the late model feels pretty good. I'm excited to get into it. We'll see what he can do here on lap 1. He'll stop the clocks. 15.648, 15.648. Way up on the high side through turns 1 and 2. Nearly scraping that. He's trying to clean the wall off, as you would say, Mike.
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
Has to feather that throttle into turn 3. He was looking right at the wall. Back on the throttle out of turn 4. Lap number 2, 16.039, 16.039. Our next qualifier on the clocks in the number 10 in. This is the Sandman, Rob Sanders.
Sanders had a great run last night. Had a radiator issue. Able to come back from that and still battle through.
And he ran good. I mean, he was near the top of the pack. I mean, he really had the 10 in working very well. See what he can do here on lap number 1 in the 10 in. Sanders goes 16.014, 16.014.
Good roll through 1 and 2, carrying the momentum out of 2 into 3 and 4 on the high side, carrying that cushion, loading up the right rear, across the start-finish line.
15.793, 15.793. Next qualifier on the track. Can't believe they made it out. The 111 of Joey
right
Tanner.
Oh.
Tanner out of Portland, Oregon. That is an X-Factor chassis. He took that car straight into the turn 3 wall last night in qualifying. He's got that car all loaded up. Look at that left rear tire moving forward up behind him. Out of turn 4, lap number 1 for Joey Tanner. 16.481, 16481. Says he wasn't sure how the car was going to handle all kinds of stuff bent under that thing last night. They were still working on that car just prior to qualifying. We were down there looking pretty good, all things considered. Lap number 2 in the clocks for Tanner. He goes 16.162, 16162. The next qualifier on the clock. This is Tony Toast. I believe Toast has got the Rocket chassis out tonight. Is this the XR1? This is the new XR1.
This is the Rocket XR1.
These are great race cars. I'm telling you, we see a couple up in the Pacific Northwest, and they work fantastic on the dry slick. See what Tony Toast can do here on turn 4, lap number 1. Looking really good. 15.374, 15.374. That is new fast time of the night. No, that is second fast. Bartels to 2.83. Let's see what Toast can do here on lap number 2. He did it. 15.242, 15.242. Up next, this is Clark Guglielmani in the 22X. We saw Clark up on the wall down in turns 3 and 4 last night. Had a little bit of an early exit as they pulled his car off of the turn 4 wall. It was sitting up against the fence. The fans out there could see the underside of that race car. Lap number 1 for Clark Guglielmani. He stops the clocks with a 17.346, 17.346. Trying to find some forward bite. Dives to the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Back on the throttle. Drifts it high out of the 4th turn. Coming at the stripe. 17.117. A little better on the second lap. 17.117. Next qualifier on the track in the 2R. In the 2R, this is
Rod Oliver.
Rod Oliver, yes. And a Bobby Hogue lookalike. I mean, that is obviously a Bobby Hogue previously owned car, or owned now by Hogue. I mean, very good-looking race car. Lap number 1 for Oliver, 17.129, 17.129.
I believe that was the car that Ethan Dotson ran last year.
Had me all mixed up. I kept saying it was Bobby Hogue.
Right.
It wasn't.
Well, when you get 5 cars that all look alike and they all have the same number.
Right. Rod Oliver, lap number 2. He stops the clock. 17.339. Now, speaking of Bobby Hogue, he's our next qualifier in the number 2 Victory Circle chassis. Vaca Valley Excavating. That car, I do believe, is owned by Paul Guglielmani.
Yes.
Hogue, a hired gun at the Guglielmani stables.
Hence the color combination.
Right,
there.
identical cars. Lap 1 for Bobby Hogue. Last night's feature winner, 15.360, 15.360. See if he can lock down fast time, if he can make it through turns 3 and 4. Way up on the high side. Throws it sideways, hammers the throttle. Lap number 2, 15.192, 15.192. That is new fast time of the night. Good lap for Bobby Hogue.
Absolutely.
Last night he looked like he had it all wrapped up. The 5L, Cody Laney, had a huge lead on the field. When things went wrong in turns 1, he caught lap traffic, had to touch the brakes, got spun around. Drove from the back of the pack to, I believe, a 5th place finish. Lap 1 for Cody Laney, 15.298. 15.298. A little heat in the tires. Let's see what he can do. Can he pick up fast time of the night? He makes his way to turn 3, way up on the top side, right rear up in the dark stuff. At the stripe, he stops the clocks with a 15.426, 15.246. Next qualifier on the track out of Jefferson, Oregon. This is a Masters-built chassis. The one-man gang, Todd Sieg. Sieg way down the bottom through turns 1 and 2, right down in the gutter. Drifts it to the high side of the backstretch. Going to dive hard into turn 3. Very smooth out of the 4th turn. Let's see what he can do at the stripe. 16.475, 16.475 for Todd Sieg. Continues to keep the 51 car down on the bottom of the racetrack. Drifts it high out of turn 4, works the throttle. Back on the loud pedal at the stripe. 16.761, 16.761. Now we've got Paul Guglielmani in the 22G. Oh, Clark Guglielmani's in the 22G tonight. Paul's in the 22X. They don't give us the memo. Let's see what Clark Guglielmani does on lap 1. He goes 16.753, 16753 for Clark Guglielmani. Paul's son driving the 22G tonight. Good entry into turn 3. That bottom of the racetrack, though, very slick. You got to be careful. Feather the throttle. Completes his qualifying with a 17.074. Hang on, race fans. It's about to get fast. Coming onto the track right now in the 11X. This is Steve Drake. Mike, you call him the Snake. In a Wolfpack chassis. Way up on the high side. Well, he was fast last night. He ran second in the feature. I guarantee you Logan was taking notes. Lap number 1, 15.615, 15.615. Look at him wide open through turns 1 and 2, way up against the fence. A lot of speed in that 11X. See what he can do here as he completes his qualifying efforts. Lap number 2, 15.561, 15561. Corey McDonald in the 15M will pick him up this time around. Starts his qualifying effort. Steve Drake in the 15-second. We got 4 or 5 guys now in the 15-second bracket. McDonald out of turn 4. Looked a little loose up there on the top side of the racetrack. He goes 16.868, 16.868. Not quite as high as most of the guys who turns 1 and 2, Mike.
Yeah, he's running more of a three-quarter length or a three-quarter width of the track, trying to find something there, hopefully putting that right rear back where their right fronts were and maybe getting a rut out of it.
17.035, 17.035. The next qualifier on the track, the 32B out of Salinas, California, Clay Daly.
Yesterday's fast qualifier.
He was fast qualifier yesterday. And you see these guys up on the top of the racetrack trying to find some traction. There's not a whole lot up there to work with right now.
Not yet.
That cushion getting smaller and smaller with each passing lap. Lap 1 for Clay Daly, 15.609, 15.609. Look at the speed through turns 1 and 2. Daly on the throttle. This is the end that's biting everybody. Turns 3 and 4. Daly looked very good out of the 4th turn. 15.392, 15.392 in the 27. Bartels, Harley Davidson. This is Bill Bartels. Am I correct when I say that?
Ron Bartels.
Ron Bartels. Didn't get the memo. I didn't get the memo.
Paper, rock, scissors for which car they're going to run in.
I didn't get the memo.
Chinese fire drill. You're going to run this one, this one, this one.
Ron Bartels will make his way out of turn 4, lap number 1 in the books with a time of 17.262, 17.262. Mike, we're starting to see some of these guys hunt the racetrack. Some of these guys dive into the bottom, like Bartels. Clear down in the bottom of turn 3. Fades to the high side of turn 4. 16.737, 16.737. This is the 38T, the kid you call Tumbleweed.
Yeah, this is Dylan Thornton. He's going to do 1 lap here. We're going to see how well he can get this thing to carry. Last night he was having a little bit of issues. Said he missed the setup tiny bit, had a flat tire, but he's back out.
This young man is 14 years of age in an 800 horsepower late model here at the Budweiser Nationals. 16.242, 16.242 for the young man in the 38T. And I do believe that is going to conclude late model qualifying here at the 32nd Annual Budweiser Nationals, our fast qualifier of the night. Our fast qualifier of the night was Bobby Hogue with a 15.192, 15.192. Impressive given the track conditions they had to work with.
Bobby Hogue, I mean, when you look at him, that's, the man, the myth, the legend out here.
It's Bobby Hogue, enough said, right?
Yep. Hey, we're going to turn it over right now to the local man, the man himself, Mr. Sully. Sully, we had a whole bunch of fun with you earlier today at the Bakersfield Karting Experience. We appreciate you coming out, but we're going to turn it over to you for the opening ceremonies.
Thank you very much, guys. Pleasure to have you here. Dave Sullivan here in the Mike Moser Tower.